My name is Tony Jacobsen, and I was born with Osteogenesis Imperfecta. It's a rare bone disorder that makes my bones brittle. I've broken nearly 70 times throughout my life. I've had 12 surgical procedures, and I have 4 steel rods in my legs, one in each femur and one in each tibia. Because most of my breaks happened when I was a kid, I spent the majority of my childhood in a wheelchair. When I got to high school, my legs got a little stronger, so I was able to get out of the wheelchair and start using crutches. When I turned 24, I had my final operation on my legs, and it was at that point that I was actually able to take my very first steps and walk unassisted for the first time. I was happy that I was able to get out of the wheelchair and get off the crutches, but from that point on, I led a very inactive lifestyle because I was scared. I didn't want to break any more bones. I had built up a lot of mental and emotional barriers that kept me from being physical. Throughout my 20s and 30s, I didn't really exercise at all, and I didn't eat well. I was really trying to not even think about my disability. When I turned 42, I found myself in the worst shape of my life. I had ballooned to 170 pounds. I was taking medication for heartburn every single day, and I could barely walk up a flight of stairs without using the handrail. To top it off, I went for a physical that year. I had an EKG done, and I was told that I might have had a small heart attack. I was devastated. I knew something had to change. I had to change the way that I felt about my disability. I couldn't be scared anymore. I had spent so many years denying who I really was, and it was at that point that I knew that I had to embrace my disability if I ever wanted to disable it. So I hired a personal trainer, and I started eating better, and I worked hard. Not only physically, but I was able to push myself through the mental and emotional barriers that I had created within myself about my physical abilities. Within 8 months, I transformed. I got stronger. I dropped 40 pounds, and I started doing things physically that I never would have thought possible. I was the kid in a wheelchair who people thought would never walk, and I ran in my first 5K. I was the guy on crutches who could barely get up a flight of stairs or stand for too long. And now I'm jumping. I've been able to transform, not only physically, but mentally and emotionally. I've worked hard to disable my disability, and now that I see and feel what transformation can do, I want to help others. With DisableMyDisability.com, through my writing and public speaking, and especially as a certified personal trainer, I'm ready to educate and motivate and inspire others, whether they have a disability or not, to break through the barriers that they may have in their life so that they can reach their goals and ultimately live the healthy life that they deserve.